Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to Smiley Kids channel. In this video, we are going to see few important questions of class 9 chemistry. Is matter around us pure? So let's get started. Moving to question number 1. Why is water called the universal solvent? Water is known as universal solvent because it has the ability to dissolve wide variety of substances. So, water is called the universal solvent. Question number 2. Define crystallization. What is crystallization? It is the process that separates the pure solid in the form of crystals from a solution. Question number 3. What is mass percent of a solution? Mass percent of a solution is defined as the mass in grams of the solute present in 100 grams of a solution. Question number 4. Name two elements which exist in liquid state at room temperature. They are gallium and mercury. These two elements exist in the liquid state at room temperature. Question number 5. Smoke and fog are aerosols. In what way are they different? First, smoke and fog have the same dispersing medium. What is the dispersing medium of smoke and fog? It is gas, right? Then what is the difference? The only difference is that the dispersed phase of the fog is liquid and smoke is solid. Question number 6. Give two differences between an element and a compound. First, an element is made up of same kind of atoms, whereas a compound is made up of different kind of atoms. Next, element cannot be split by physical or chemical methods, whereas a compound can be split into new substances by chemical methods. Let's see examples for each. Example for element: oxygen, copper, mercury. All these are the examples of elements. Now, what about the examples of compounds? Water, sugar, salt. All these are the examples of compounds. Question number 7. Classify all these into elements, compounds and mixtures. First, we have sodium. It is an element. Soil, mixture. Sugar solution is also a mixture. Then we have silver, an element. Calcium carbonate, compound. Tin, element. Silicon is also an element. Coal is a mixture. Air is also a mixture. Soap is also a mixture. Methane is a compound. Carbon dioxide is also a compound. Last, blood is a mixture. Question number 8. Suggest separation techniques for separation of. First, we have kerosene oil from water. It is by separating funnel. Then we have wheat grains from husk. It's by the process of winnowing. Then we have butter from curd. It is by the process of centrifugation. Moving on, we have tea leaves from tea. It's by the process of filtration. Then iron pins from sand, magnetic separation. Question number 9. Which of the following will show Tindal effect? We know that the Tindal effect is shown by the colloidal solutions. Which among these is a colloidal solution? Milk and starch solution. Milk and starch solution will show Tindal effect. Why? Because they are colloidal solutions. Question number 10. Which of the following are chemical changes? Rusting of iron. Yes, it is a chemical change. Digestion of food. Yes, it is a chemical change. Freezing of water. It is a physical change. It's not a chemical change. Burning of candle. Burning of candle. Yes, it is a chemical change. And what about growth of a plant? Yes, it is a chemical change. Classify the following as homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. First, what is the difference between a homogeneous mixture and a heterogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture have a uniform composition, whereas heterogeneous mixture have a non-uniform composition. Soda water, homogeneous mixture. Wood, heterogeneous mixture. Air, homogeneous mixture. Soil, heterogeneous mixture. Vinegar, homogeneous mixture. And filter tea is also homogeneous mixture. Question number 12. Write the properties of a colloid. First, colloid is which kind of mixture? It is a heterogeneous mixture. Then, the size of the particles in a colloidal solution is very small to be seen by a naked eye. Then, in a colloidal solution, the particles do not settle down when left undisturbed. Then, they cannot be separated from a mixture by filtration process. But there is a special technique known as centrifugation that can be used to separate the colloidal particles. Last, colloids are big enough to scatter light passing through them, making its path visible. Moving on, what is suspension? Give an example. Suspension. It is which kind of mixture? It's again a heterogeneous mixture in which solids are dispersed in liquids. Now, the particles of suspension are visible to the naked eye. The solute particles settle down when suspension is left undisturbed, and they can be separated using the process of filtration. For example, paints, muddy water, chalk water, all these come under suspension. Question number 14. Differences between physical changes and chemical changes. Physical change. In a physical change, only the physical properties such as color, physical state, density, volume, etc. change. But the chemical properties remain unchanged. In a chemical change, the chemical composition and the chemical properties undergo a change. In a physical change, no new substance is formed, whereas in a chemical change, a new substance is formed. In a physical change, there is a very little or no energy in the form of heat, light or sound, which is usually absorbed or given out in a physical change. Whereas in a chemical change, it is always accompanied by absorption or evolution of energy. Physical change is a temporary change, chemical change is a permanent change. The original form of the substance can be regained by simple physical methods, whereas the original substance cannot be obtained by simple physical methods in chemical change. Physical change is a reversible change, chemical change is an irreversible change. Question number 15. Differences between compounds and mixtures. Compounds. Compounds are formed as a result of chemical reactions between two or more elements or compounds, whereas mixtures are simply formed by mixing two or more constituents. There is no chemical reaction involved in mixtures. Compounds. The components of a compound are always present in definite ratio by mass, whereas in mixtures they may be present in any ratio. Compounds. The properties of a compound are entirely different from its constituents, whereas the properties of a mixture are same as that of its constituents. Then, compounds are always homogeneous in nature, whereas mixtures are usually heterogeneous, except in solutions. Then we have compound formation. It is accompanied by absorption or evolution of heat, light or electrical energy. Whereas heat, light or electrical energy may not be absorbed during the formation of mixture. Next, melting or boiling points of a compound are usually sharp and they are fixed. Whereas the melting and boiling points of a mixture are usually not sharp and they are not fixed. Next, the constituents of a compound cannot be separated by physical or mechanical means. They can, however, be separated by what? Chemical methods. Then, in mixtures, the components of a mixture can be easily separated by physical methods. Hope you like this video. If you find this helpful, do like, share, comment, and for all the more updates on all the learning needs, subscribe our channel Smiley Kids and click on the bell icon for all the updates. Thank you, friends.